ladies, so this video is sort of a spirituality video that was inspired by a clip I saw regarding when you are in your in-between phase in life. That is when you are dealing with the most attacks. And I know when I've had my crazy in-between periods where I'm not quite at my blessing yet, I have experienced some of the worst spiritual warfare from friends, from family, from coworkers and bosses. And it just feels like things pile on top of each other endlessly and do not let up. And it's very distressing in the moment because you're just like, well, I am already at my lowest point. I'm already feeling stressed. I'm already feeling not my best, not at my fullest capacity. Why am I going through this? Why am I also having to deal with people slighting me, people being deceptive, people being weird toward me? Why do I have to deal with that? And I want to just let you ladies know that for the exoticals on this channel, because first and foremost, this is an exotical channel. This is a space for women and girls who have ambiguity and in any way, and who benefit from pretty privilege and who are exceptionally beautiful. So we cater to this particular type of woman first and foremost, because that is who I am, and that is the lens of which I speak about my experiences through. So when it comes to us in particular, a lot of people use our lives and our successes and our prosperity as a measuring tool. And they also use it as a leveling up blueprint. See, ladies, a lot of you have been very successful. You've been able to bounce back from a lot of things. A lot of you, I know, have been made aware of your qualities and your abilities, and you kind of are just sitting dormant on your potential right now. And I know how that feels. And so a lot of times when people have siphoned from you and they've tried to come around you to take from your personality and take from your, your sauce that makes you you, it feels like parts of you are being stolen before it can actually materialize. And then people are running off with who you are at your core, your blueprint, right? They're running off with the foundation of who you are. And people tend to like to do this when you're in your in-between phase because it seems like you've fallen off. Okay? Your in-between phase, to people who are watching face too hard, to people who are studying you too much, to people who are concerned about where you're going and what your progression looks like, to them, your in-between phase seems as though you are finished. And sometimes, I don't want to get too spiritual, but sometimes for me, like when I think about that, I think maybe God is hiding you in plain sight, like just for that season, maybe you're being hidden for your own protection so that people think you're lame or you don't have anything going on for you or you fell off or you're never going to amount to anything. Like maybe in those seasons, the Most High needs you to look like that to other people so they can stop attacking you. And that's just the download that I literally just got as I'm recording this video right now for you guys, which is such a profound thought right there, because I can relate to that so much, feeling like, damn, I know people are talking about me. I know people are perceiving me. I know I have family members who only check up to see if I'm not doing well or if I'm failing, Maybe my in-between phase and me looking like I don't have anything going on is helpful for me because it will take some of the eyes off of me. It'll take some of the heat and the gossip and the spiritual warfare away from me. So, that's something to think about, ladies. But the point is, family and friends will come after you when you are their level up blueprint. When you have been able to do a lot with a little, when you have made strides in your young life or just in your life in general, no matter what stage you're in, and other people around you tend to stay in one place, or they're not really as ambitious as you, or they have allowed things to stop them from going after what it is they want, and they'll look at you and be like, wow, she was able to do this, she was able to do that, and they want it for themselves. But the problem is they don't want you to have it. And so you have a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. People want what you have, and because it's you, they don't like you. You know what I mean? And so it's a really painful thing to have to experience when you have done nothing to people, when you have been nothing but kind to people, when you have been nothing but loving. It is a very hard pill to swallow when you realize that the closest people to you are your ops, and that they have been basically plotting on how they're going to dismantle you or take from you. And so you have to understand, you inspire people. Like, ladies, beautiful women, beautiful things, like I always say on this channel, inspire people. vibrant things, things that have high vibration, inspire and attract people. And your beauty, your essence, your personality, your ability to bounce back, your ability to stand alone, your ability to keep getting up, your ability to discern situations and people, it is a lot for people to deal with. But at the same time, they want to use your life as a metric system and compare themselves to you while simultaneously trying to use your blueprint to build their own lives, to build their own mantles of success and pedestalization and privileges. How interesting. And it's like these people in the same breath will try to make you feel bad about yourself. They'll make you doubt who you are. They'll try to, uplift other people so that you can feel less than about yourself. People have really crafty ways of trying to humble beautiful women who they are inspired by or who they are motivated by. And that brings up the question, why do people have such a hard time giving beautiful women props for their excellence in something, for their knowledge in something, for how good they do a thing, for how amazing they are at something? Why is it so hard for people to give beautiful women who are their flowers? You would think for you to literally siphon someone's identity and personality and try to destiny swap or trying to become them, that you would at least give that woman props in the same breath, that you would at least uplift her, clap for her, cheer for her, and also show your respect. No, what they do is they try to do reverse psychology in trying to make you hate yourself by rejecting you, denying you of your excellence, teasing you, making you feel bad about yourself, trying to humble you so that you will stop being who you are so they can embody and slip into your skin and take on your identity. It's very sinister. Why is it so hard for people to give beautiful women inside and outside their flowers? But they're so quick to put their mouth on them negatively and then also try to steal their whole essence from them, steal their destiny, steal their personalities, try to do mind manipulation to get them to doubt themselves so that they can take on this person's identity. Why is that? Why can't we just start telling women how amazing other women are? I truly believe the reason why we can't do that is because there are more narcissists running around here than there are genuine, healthy people. I think a lot of women, specifically neurodivergent people, operate in hyper authenticity because they're not aware of some social cues that would make them realize that they are maybe too much or their personality is too big. So neurodivergent people tend to operate in a hyper authentic way. And so in a world that thrives off of people just not knowing their value, not liking themselves, not loving themselves, of course, we're also going to live in a world where people siphon and take from others and copy people's blueprints and don't have authenticity, don't have originality, and are allowed to steal from other people because, oh, you can't put your name on this. This doesn't belong to you. You're not the one that created this. And it just creates this whole disingenuous environment in society. And I think also it just allows a lot of envious and jealous people to get away with destiny swapping and trying to steal from you, whether it's your intellectual property or your physical property. Whatever drives these people to do what they do, it is because society has allowed it to happen. So ladies, this is why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk about how a lot of us have the blueprint, the triple threat blueprint that a lot of people pull from, that a lot of people are inspired by and want to attain, but simply can't have because they don't have the material, they don't have it in them. And just the struggles that we face when we do have this quality about us that so many people covet and want. And usually your biggest haters, your biggest fans like to try to steal from you and try to become you and destiny swap with you and try to level up off of your blueprint when they perceive you to be in a lower place, when they perceive you to be struggling, when they perceive you to be going through hardship and struggle, or when they think that their attacks are working on you. That's when they come in for the kill and try to swap lives with you because they think that you're at your lowest point. Therefore, you will not be able to get up again and they can run off with who you are. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.